So MidForge is a game that we got the SCF grant on the number 10. We're applying for number 11 now. And MidForge is a planned MMORPG being made that's going to be featuring exploration, looting, crafting, community, and NFTs. We're using the Unreal Engine and also using a few other plugins that have made development a lot easier, like something called OWS plugin, as well as a few other tools that we have access to that make it possible. So who we are is just a really tiny team so far. We're just creating a prototype right now. We have myself. I have a degree in music. I'm also a full-time software developer and game designer. My partner has a degree in human resource management and is working for us as a marketer. And then finally, we have a more recent connection that we created with HPL Game Design. And they are an experienced team that create 3D assets and animations and other assets that are needed for game development. This is going to be quite important for us going forward because we are aiming for a Kickstarter campaign, and so it's really important to have good-looking custom 3D assets in order to attract backers. So why are we using NFTs? I think that NFTs are going to be a lot more important for games in the future. They're going to be a way for players to show off their items that they have. There'll also be it'll be a way for players to make sure their in-game items are secure and prevent hackers from getting access to their account and then sending away their items. This sort of adds an extra layer of security. Also in the future, with something like Soroban smart contracts or any other sort of smart contracts, we have the opportunity to allow players to rent out their game items to other players and earn some sort of rental income off of that. And then finally, I think it's just a really fun and cool idea to be able to have your in-game items be an NFT and link it onto websites and other places. There's a lot more usage that could be made with this. So this we've finished our prototype for linking the game to the Horizon API. It's now possible to craft a modular weapon in the game. You can select the different pieces you want to use, add them together. You can play a minigame to try boost its stats. If its stats are high enough, then you have the option to mint it as an NFT. And so we've connected to the Freiter wallet, and the whole link has been finished in our last in August. And so now players are able to create in-game items, link them to an NFT, and then their inventory, their in-game inventory is being scanned. Or sorry, their Stellar Wallet wallet is scanned, and any items that are found are added to their in-game inventory. So it's all very much from within the game. The only time they need to go outside the game is when they are actually going to pay for creating the NFT. So that's going to be actually one of the ways that we plan to have revenue. When players create NFTs, they're going to be paying us a fee, a scaling fee, depending on the rarity of the item they're trying to turn into an NFT. We're also going to be selling cosmetic items and some minor convenience items. But I think the main focus will be on collecting a small minting fee that players will pay whenever they want to create their NFT items. One question we often get asked is, do we have plans for any custom token offering? I know a lot of games, blockchain games, have their own custom tokens, and then that's one of the ways they make money is by allocating a portion of those custom tokens to themselves. We don't have any plans for that. I want to keep things simple, so we're going to be using just XLM only, Stellar only, and keeping it simple for players to enjoy the game. So our roadmap for the future is by December, we're planning on having a public prototype that people can log into and play and start creating some NFTs. In March is when we have our Kickstarter campaign planned. December, hopefully a closed alpha, and then by June 2024 is when we'll have the public beta and start opening up more features. Our main focus right now is on this Kickstarter campaign, and that's the purpose of our grant. This for our grant for Stellar number 11 is focused on making our Kickstarter campaign successful. So some of the things we need in preparation for this is we need to advertise and get word about our game out before we actually start the Kickstarter campaign. We need to build a following on social media so that people will know the Kickstarter is happening and be willing to back it. Another big thing we need to do is we need to refine our NFT minting pipeline. We want to integrate a few other wallets, at least one more wallet, and we also need to address some of the limits we have on some things like the TOML file and speed up the whole process. Right now it takes a bit too long, so we're hoping to speed up the minting process. And the last thing I'll talk about is why this is important for Stellar, why we should get backing. So a lot of people just are really interested in Stellar. They think of it as just a finance-only blockchain, only for remittances, which are important. But I think that it would be great to attract more people to this ecosystem. We'd be creating a new use cases, and then we'd be highlighting Stellar as a place that's not just for finance, but also for games, and hopefully create a more vibrant gaming ecosystem.
Great. I think we're on time.
Thanks. Yep. If you have any questions, let me know.
Awesome. I seem to time it perfectly. Thank you so much, Peter. That was a great presentation. I've seen MythForge come along for a few times. I think not in the SCF, but every time I see so much growth on your end, and I'm really looking forward to that proof of concept. So do share when you're able to.